Okay, y'all, we're fixing to get started. Okay. And let me fix this. Hang on, y'all. Okay, so what we're discussing today is, and I thought I had this up. Hang on. Jeez. We are discussing this. Whatever this is that China has, I'm not sure what it is. Okay, we're gonna watch this one. But they said that it is, I mean, from what I've understood of it, it's pneumonia that's made in a lab, basically. It's only really affecting kids, but it started out in China, of course, and now it's in Ohio and a couple of other states. So we're gonna watch this about it before we do this reading. This is real important, especially people that have kids. So I just wanted to do this live. I'm sorry, y'all, it took me a minute and I was late, later than what I mean, I do that every time. I hate that schedule thing. I wish it would just let me do it without scheduling it at the exact time. But anyway, I wanted to make sure my stream was going to work and I didn't have to start over 1,500 times because I'm doing a couple of different readings today. So I will also be doing a news update reading. I put that in the community tab. We are doing an Idaho 4 reading later, or next to. So, but anyways, we're going to watch this and then we're going to do a reading on it just to see if we can get some more information and what we can know on it. So give me just a second. Let me start this.
About everything and won't tell us what's happening. Warren County, Ohio. Yet now there is something really affecting kids. It's a mystery that has caused huge concern. And now we understand it's not only spreading in China, not only spreading in Europe, it's in Warren, Ohio, of all places. Take a listen.
Breaking this noon, the Warren County Health Department is sounding the alarm about an outbreak of pediatric pneumonia.
I think it's starting to take root here in the United States. I think it's taking root in Washington, D.C.
Warren County is seeing an outbreak in pediatric pneumonia cases.
But nobody knows what is causing, as you heard, an uptick in this respiratory illness among children. When you look at the pictures of people's lungs and then you look at the pictures of people being treated, it looks an awful lot like COVID. COVID pneumonia almost killed me, so I have some experience with this. The mysterious child pneumonia called white lung is spreading to children in the U.S. with cases up 25% from a week ago, infecting every 80 out of 100,000 kids. The virus has already spread from China to Europe to London, Paris, Amsterdam, Frankfurt, and now the United States. Hospitals are crowded trying to keep up with the cases. Almost like sounds like here we go again. These are pictures from China. Of course, the Chinese are lying about everything and won't tell us what's happening. Warren County, Ohio has already seen 142 cases, and the number is expected to rise. For those of you looking at your phones or calendars, no, this is not 2021 all over again. It's case numbers once again in 2023. And in some places, people are again masking up to try and protect themselves. Take a look at this map where we're seeing cases of child pneumonia spiked in the United States. In addition to Ohio, Massachusetts is now being hit by a wave of this strange disease. CDC officials say nothing is out of the ordinary. That was probably January of 2020 when it came to COVID. Do you remember that? Nothing to worry about because the World Health Organization said COVID wasn't transmissible from person to person. Yeah, the World Health Organization was covering up for China back then as well.
Now, this white lung syndrome, they said initially it was over in China, overseas, but the first case they noted was here in Ohio. Now they're saying the difference between this and COVID is that it's hitting children between the ages of 3 to 14. Now, health officials in Ohio are warning about an increase in pneumonia cases among children. But experts say there isn't a connection between this outbreak and the one happening in China. In a press release Thursday, officials in Ohio's Warren County, located between Cincinnati and Dayton, shared an update on the outbreak there, noting 145 cases have been reported in children between the ages of 3 to 14. These cases of pediatric pneumonia, which some have referred to as white lung syndrome, most typically cause coughs, fever, and fatigue. Doctors say most cases of bacterial pneumonia can be treated with antibiotics, and most don't require hospitalization. Yeah, I know people with small kids are going to be freaking out about this. Another situation to deal with. We had COVID, now we got this to worry about. Now, officials also said the recent illnesses are not suspected of being a new novel respiratory virus, but instead appear to be an uptick in the number of typical pediatric pneumonia cases. There has been zero evidence of this outbreak being connected to other outbreaks, either statewide, nationally, or internationally, the statement said. Now, Dr. Mandy Cohen, the director of the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, also addressed questions about it at a House committee hearing Thursday, saying there is no evidence of a new virus like COVID in the China outbreak. We believe this is all existing, meaning COVID, flu, RSV, mycoplasma. The mycoplasma is a type of bacteria that can cause pneumonia. They are seeing an upsurgence, she added. She said the CDC has been working with its counterparts in China and other countries to monitor the situation. Dr. Celine Gounder, a CBS News medical contributor and infectious disease specialist, says the outbreaks in the U.S. and China are similar but not connected. In both cases, we're seeing an increase in the usual viruses and bacteria that we see circulating in the community every year. And we're seeing an increase in kids and infants in particular who don't have immunity to some of these same viruses and bacteria that the rest of us have been exposed to, said Gounder, who is also the editor at large for public health at KFF Health News. Doctors in Massachusetts have also reported an uptick in cases of respiratory illnesses. In a statement to CBS News, the Massachusetts Department of Public Health and the state has seen a modest increase in pediatric pneumonia cases the past few weeks. This increase is seasonally appropriate and in line with the levels of pneumonia typically seen at this time of year prior to COVID pandemic. The statement said these pneumonia cases are most likely related to a combination of respiratory viruses, including respiratory syncytial virus, which normally increases in the winter months. The statement added there is no evidence that the cases seen there were related to mycoplasma, a type of pneumonia that has gained attention as a potential factor elsewhere. Now, mycoplasma is a bacterium that can affect the lungs and often causes what is referred to as walking pneumonia. The statement explains while this type of pneumonia tends to be mild in adolescents and adults, it can be problematic in infants and children. So I guess you guys got to take your kids to your doctor and get the flu shot. I don't know if kids can even get that or not, but this is just something else you got to worry about. Is here, so you got to be careful, and you guys take care of yourself. All right, I'm gone.
Okay, y'all, I played that because I didn't know some stuff about it. I've heard about it, and then I was like, well, wait a minute, because pneumonia is bacterial. What they're saying, of course, the officials are saying, oh, there's no connection. It's not this, it's not that. If you look it up, it tells you that this pneumonia is caused from a combination of COVID And hang on, and I'll look it up on Google and show y'all what it's saying. But I'm not sure if they're saying this is a virus. The reason it's different is because viruses cannot be treated with antibiotics. Okay. Also, the pneumonia shot is not a live virus shot. Like when you get chickenpox shot and stuff, there are live viruses in those shots. Pneumonia is not viral, so it is not, when you get a pneumonia shot, it's not a live virus shot. So what I'm trying to figure out is this a virus or is it bacterial? Because I'm not a scientist, I have no idea. But I would think it's harder to make something bacterial in a live environment, right? Like in a pharmaceutical place or whatever, a cave, wherever we're trying to make all this. Oh crap! Sorry, y'all. I just tore my card. I gotta put tape on it. But anyways, I don't understand. Dadgummit. Sorry, y'all. Hang on one second. Okay, there's my tape. I hope I got some. I just tore this card all in half, and they're brand new cards anyway. I'm not sure. I'm trying to figure out how China, like, because, okay, there's all these cases in China with it, and now they done spread to Europe and over here, but maybe they can spread things that are not viruses, that are bacteria. I don't know. But them saying, don't worry, as soon as Ohio started saying, don't worry, yeah, I said, okay, well, everybody worry. I mean, not like freak out worry, but, you know, it is not normal for, I've never heard of a bunch of cases of pneumonia in kids like this, like every year. I mean, I don't understand what they're talking about. Kids do get RSV, pneumonia, whatever, but not like this. They're having to close down schools and stuff in Ohio for it. But no fear, it didn't come from China. I mean, that makes no sense. Then how in the world, because I don't think our kids traveled to China. You know what I mean? Like, I'm confused. And they said there was a place in California that got caught with some of the, I guess, whatever China was making. It's a Chinese lab, virus lab, whatever it's called. I don't know what it's called. But, and I just wonder if that didn't have some of whatever this is. Let me Google it before I put my cameras on, because I'm going to take crud. Wait a minute, y'all. Ah, no, stop it thing. Jeez, hang on. Okay. My remote for my speaker it does something to my camera, because my camera has a remote, and for whatever reason, my light remote and my speaker remote affects my camera. It beeps, so sometimes it messes my camera up. My camera that y'all see the cards on my hands. So that's what I was looking at. All right, give me just a second. Let me Google this. It's called white lung. Oops. White. There it is. It's a respiratory infection caused by multiple microorganisms, influenza, mycoplasma, etc., leading to the development of pneumonia. Okay, so what actually it is, influenza is like the flu. That's a virus. So these are viruses that cause, okay, I get it now. It's a virus that causes pneumonia. So it's not that China has made pneumonia in a tube. It's that they've just made a virus now, I guess, that, or let me quote unquote, YouTube standards, they'll be done, took me down. I'm not going to try to censor everything. When we can't say the word pneumonia, we have a damn problem. So, yeah. But apparently, whatever this is a virus that causes it. So, because I was trying to figure out if it's bacteria, what in the world, but okay, I see now. But that's scary. I mean, this is crazy. Did they just get away with doing this? I mean, and I know we're getting into the times of, you know, it's getting time, the end of time. So, but I mean, and that's exactly why I put what I put on our title for this and everything else, because they probably will suppress stuff that has the word pneumonia and stuff in it. And I didn't put the name China on there. I just said there's a country that sent our children a present right in time for the holidays. Isn't that nice? So that's the way I did that. But we're going to do a reading on this because, I mean, this is crazy. If it's already in Ohio and stuff, then it's going to be spread. And that Ohio mayor or whoever she is has done said 1,500 times, like one too many times, that this is not whatever, whatever, whatever. No, she's not lying. The pneumonia part is not spread from China. What is spread from them is the virus that causes it. So what they've done is perfect a virus that will cause pneumonia. So it's viral and bacterial. Then that's a bad thing. It's viral and bacterial, apparently. So you cannot, when they first get it, they probably don't have pneumonia. It's viral. And there's nothing to really treat a virus. You know what I mean? Like, it just has to run its course. So then it turns into bacterial. And that's exactly why there's going to be more kids in the hospital with this, because they're trying to fight off two sicknesses. One, that you're going to take your kid to the vet, God knows, to the pediatrics one day, and they can't give them anything because they have a virus, and 2 days later, they're going to have pneumonia, and they're going to need an antibiotic. So that's going to cause, in my opinion, I'm not a healthcare, I mean, I do healthcare actually, but I do insurance and stuff, but I'm not a nurse or doctor, so I could be wrong, but in my opinion, that's going to cause kids to be put in the hospital because they're fighting two different lung sicknesses. One is a virus that has to run its course that causes pneumonia, so they're still going to have that virus in them, along with a bacterial infection, which is pneumonia. I mean, that's scary to me. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Okay. So, and I'm looking at chat for a second. Usually there's not a lot of people in here. I do have my videos are getting more views, so thank y'all for that. But usually on my lives, right now I don't usually have a whole lot, so I don't have a lot of chat going on. But when I'm doing the cards, it's hard for me to check chat. I'm going to have to decide and find people that will do moderating for me in YouTube. I'm not sure about Twitch. I probably will need them in Twitch because I don't really like using the computer moderators. But that's why I did a live, because that's the only way I can post to Twitch, and I thought it was important that Twitch get this too. And that's really the reason I do lives, because I can't post any other way to Twitch. So I've been doing lives to make sure that my posts get on Twitch too. Now my Facebook, I just put in the information like I do in Twitter for the stream, because Facebook is not wanting to work right. It says something about the settings aren't updated, yada, yada, yada. So I just put it in my Facebook, and everybody can come, you know, over. They can just hit the button, because I give them the Twitch option and the YouTube option. So they can do either one, and all they got to do is hit the button. Same thing with Twitter. All they have to do is click to get here. So, you know, Twitch or YouTube, whichever one they want. And I just think that's easier instead of trying to run it on the Facebook platform too, because Facebook is aggravating to me. But anyways, let me okay, and I'm gonna tell y'all now, I've got my book for these because I was not gonna use my everyday witch cards, but I kept on having this nagging feeling to use these, especially in this reading. So get rid of this window capture. So I'm using them, but they do have different meanings, and I didn't know that for a little bit than the regular tarot. So they're a little bit different. Some of them are, most of them are a little bit. Even the minor arcana I've seen are okay, y'all hang on one second. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, y'all. They act like they gotta have something right then, and nobody needs that daggum tablet right now. I swear. Yeah, it's not even working right. I done told him it's not working. I can't get it to mash the buttons, but anyways. Is my camera froze up now? Oh, anyway. Is that? Because I'm having to look at the screen, so, okay. Anyway, I put this camera right here because I can look at the camera, but I was looking at the screen, and I'm still looking at the screen because I was trying to look at my chat to make sure. Sorry, y'all. That gets me all kind of messed up. If they need that stupid tablet for him for tonight, because my father-in-law uses it to get up, it's 8 o'clock in the morning or 10 o'clock in the morning. Like, that was not a necessity. That drives me crazy. They aggravate me because when they need something, it is life or death. You have to stop everything you're doing right then. But when you need them to do something, it may take them 2 days to do it, and it pisses me off, to be honest with you. Anyway. If he comes in here, y'all are going to hear me holler, because if he comes in here talking about clothes and interrupts me, I'm going to lose my shit, because I will wash clothes later on. I don't like them to mess with clothes neither, because my clothes get lost, because, you know, they just throw stuff. Anyway, done with my rant now. I knew they were going to do this. They don't mess with me until I'm in here doing something. Okay, I don't even know what I was doing. Oh, yeah, my daggum Facebook chat. I mean, oh, God, yep, I get aggravated. Sorry, y'all. Wherever I'm doing YouTube. And I hope y'all can't hear. They yell in there too. They slam doors and yell. So I think I've got the microphone where everybody don't have to hear everybody's conversation in there. It's just one of them things, y'all. Sorry. Okay. Okay. All right. Well, I checked chat to make sure that before I start, because when I'm doing the cards, I don't like to try to do chat too, because I lose my concentration on what I'm doing with the cards, and I need to stay concentrated. So that's why. So if y'all go to talking to me in chat, I will look at it before we get done or when I get off or whatever. But leave a message. Like, if you're wanting to say something in chat, say it. If it's important or something, put stars around it, and then put like the first word in all capital or something. That way I'll see it, and I'll probably look at chat before we get off anyway, so that way I can answer if anybody had a question or whatever. So what we're going to do is we are going to look at this sickness that did not come from China, but come from China. I mean, I'm not really sure what their explanation to all that is. Anyway, so that's just Ohio's explanation. Some of the other states are not saying that, and the other countries are not saying that. But I do get it now. The virus part is what's coming from them, I think. And they just figured, I'm taking it, they figured out in their lab or wherever to how to make it turn into pneumonia, or make sure it turns into pneumonia or something. Attacking the lungs, I mean, that's just self-explanatory. But the weird thing is adults are not getting it. Like, I don't understand how they... But again, I'm not a scientist, you know, I'm sure there's whatever ways to do that, but it's weird to me that no adult is getting it. It's all kids. And he said age something to 14, but I think it's age like 6 months or less to 16 or 17, they said. Somebody said, so. Okay, anyways, I just thought it was real important to do this reading to get, because some know this, I don't watch mainstream media. So if we have people here that don't watch mainstream media or watch anything on YouTube or have found news that they can watch, then that can be a problem. And I'm going to tell y'all now, New York Prepper, he does do prepping, but every day he pretty much does news, and he does real news, and it's not mainstream media. So if y'all don't watch news, what I would suggest is finding somebody like New York Prepper. KLW is on Rumble, but I think most of his, you have to be like in the network, which I'm part of the network. I hadn't even watched news in 2 weeks. I took a break, and I'm having to get back in it now. But New York Prepper, he does news every day, and he does breaking alerts. And I mean, it's really what's going on, like about our troops getting attacked, because if you've just watched mainstream media or you haven't watched any news, you don't know that our troops have been attacked. I don't know how many times in Saudi Arabia, and we've attacked them back maybe 3. Last night there was a reconnaissance plane, a drone. I don't remember what it was called, but the number was 17 on it, and that's a new one because we don't usually have 17. It's usually like 12 or 13 or whatever, 11, Forte 10, Forte 11. But Lebanon's already shot one down, but Lee said that the way they were doing tracking, if you looked last night, you could see Forte, whatever that number was, it was the way it was going back and forth right there at Lebanon or Beirut. Lee said, and he was a defense person, so he knows, he did a lot of our defense stuff. He said it's looking like America is doing reconnaissance flights to see where to strike them at or get coordinates or whatever. So I don't know if we're going to be striking Beirut. I thought we were going to strike Iran. I still don't know, you know, who knows, because I think Biden, that's his best friend or something. I'm not real sure, but anyway, we're supposed to be helping Israel and we're paying Iran and, you know, whatever. I'm lost on that too. I'm going to do an update on that and do readings. I do more readings on that news stuff than I do repeat it, except what New York Prepper says, because like he verifies all of his stuff. But and all you have to do is, I'll try to remember to put a link in my things at the bottom. And Twitch people, I don't think he has Twitch, but I will put the link in the bottom down there too, so that way y'all can just click on it. And if you like him, like and subscribe. He just hit 100,000 people, and he's been doing this for like 6 or 7 years. So, but it can get controversy because a lot of people don't realize that he does a lot of news. He doesn't do just prepping, but he has a lot of information on nuclear war and what to do. And if you don't have your head in the sand, then you know that you might need a plan. It's better to have one that you don't use than need one that you don't have. So your kids are in school. If well, I'm not going to tell you that you need to watch New York Prepper and Lee anyway, because if we're going to have a nuke, they're going to be the first ones that report it, probably way before our government tells us. But if your kids are at school, you're going to want to plan a back road, something to be able to go get your kid from school so y'all can get somewhere, especially if you're near Offutt Air Force Base or a base where nuclear stuff is, because that's going to be a main target. You know, that's just going to be a target. And New York Prepper has Europe and American targets, like the main targets, and that way you can tell if you're near a target for a nuclear bomb. That way you can make a better plan. You never know what's going to happen. I do watch some of the global rapture watchers, but they are trying to convince everybody that there's not going to be a nuke. God said there would. I don't think God said any of that. He said we wouldn't have to go through his wrath. He did not say we wouldn't have to go through anything, and he said not to be ignorant. So he is coming. There's other things that have to happen first, and anybody trying to tell you that you're not going to go through anything at all, that's not true. I mean, I just don't think that's true, and America's not even in the Bible, so I don't know if we're even standing when the rapture comes or if we're already gone, I'll be honest. But no, I'm not scared, because God has a plan. I think I would rather be raptured than die, because dying, I still get nervous about stuff. Dying is of the unknown, and the unknown scares me. But, you know, it is what it is, and I'm not telling everybody to not look for Jesus. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying don't be ignorant about it. We don't know the day or the hour. Anybody telling you that is crazy. We know the season. But think about it this way. It tells us in the Bible that God did not tell Jesus nor the angels, and if he ain't told neither one of them, he's not coming to anybody in their dream and telling them, hey, I'm coming tomorrow. If Jesus don't know, I don't see God telling anybody else. I mean, you know, that's just me. I could be wrong, though. So, anyways, now that all that's over, y'all. And I just talk to y'all like I would a friend. That's why I have conversations. I try not to be in just such a hurry. I know that other people have stuff to do, but if they're in that much of a hurry, then they can either come back and watch me or whatever. I want to make this as personal as I can. We talk about personal issues. I want to make it as original and as reality-based as I can. As you saw there, even if that would have happened when I was recording the video, I would not have edited it. I don't edit. I will let the blank spaces be taken out of my videos, but I do not edit. I do not have anybody edit, and I don't even have editing software unless it's already just on my computer. I want real reality, not scripted reality. That's not real reality. So you have people come in on a basis, you know what I mean? It's not perfect here. I'm not an actress, I'm not an actor, I'm not Hollywood, I'm not trying to be. This isn't a news station, you know, it's a house, and things go on that go on in a house. So if that bothers anybody, I'm sorry, but I would just rather be real and all the way transparent than anything else, because that's the way I want people to be with me. And I also know, while I'm shuffling these cards, that I have a personality that people are either going to like me or they are probably just going to hate. One of the two. And I'm okay with either. I want everybody to be nice and chat and everything, but if you're going to be mean to somebody, just tell me I'm ugly and fat. Don't tell other people. It might hurt their feelings. It's not going to hurt my feelings. I don't know you. I'm sorry you feel that way. I'm sorry I didn't say I was in a beauty contest for anybody to look at. That's not what I'm on YouTube for. There's plenty of prettier people. Just about all of them, you know, but it's, you know, just don't be mean to people in chat. There's no sense in arguing about religion and all that and politics. I had somebody leave a comment when I did some of the Idaho 4 murders I did. I guess she was insinuating she that I was being a Republican or something, and I don't know why my camera just turned off. Oh. Okay, hang on. Lee just come over the I'll call y'all, and that's what that was, because I'm a part of his network. Somebody just got attacked in the Red Sea. I'm not going anywhere, but let me make sure it is not a U.S. ship, because our aircraft carriers are over there. So give me 1 second. Let me see what he said, y'all. That's what happened to my camera, my face camera. I can turn this up for a second. Hang on, y'all. I'm trying not to mess this up, because this thing will get messed up. So that way I can show y'all what I'm doing. Not that, I mean, I know that I don't have to prove anything, but I'm just saying. Nobody just wants to sit here, because I use this camera. You're going to see me on this camera, I think. Sort of. But anyways, I use this video camera for my other camera, because I use this camera for my, you know, to show y'all my cards. Uh-oh. I hit something. Hang on, y'all. Hang on 1 second. Yeah. What? Hang on, y'all. 1 second. Let me turn this down so y'all can't. Y'all don't have to hear these dogs barking. Okay, y'all. Sorry. We got a friend over here that her and her boyfriend was arguing. Anyways, she was just a bad situation, so she was asking me a question. Yeah, they go out. So, you know, like I said, real life. Sorry, y'all. Give me just a second. Anyway, so let me see what he said on this all call. I couldn't hear him. Oh, y'all. Okay, so we're gonna do this, but I'm gonna divert to his channel, because there was a U.S. warship attacked in the Red Sea. So we need to know what's going on with that. So we're gonna do this reading, and then we're probably gonna do a reading on this. So let's go ahead. I'm gonna get everybody. I'm gonna direct everybody over toward Lee's thing. I'm sure he went live for everybody. I need to make sure, because I can't stream his channel. If he is just doing it for members only, he will kill me. But this is an emergency, so I'm sure that he is. And I just accidentally, daggum it, took my camera off. Hang on 1 second, y'all. I'm sure that he is streaming for everybody. So give me just a second. I've got to change the name of my stream thing too. All right, 1 second, y'all. I'm sorry. Well, turn that sound down. If we don't, if y'all do this video camera, make sure that you turn the sound down as soon as it comes up on your phone. If you do not, it will bust your eardrums. Bust your eardrums. Oh, did I put this down here? I sure did. Okay. Okay. All right. Yeah, I'm going to put this camera back down. Oh, God. Did I hit something? Because I don't want all of them looking at me. Okay. Let me stream this. Give me just a second. I got to find out where he's at. I don't know if he's on Rumble or what. He may be on YouTube since how this is going on. So give me just a second. I was waiting on that to happen, and I don't know if this is our aircraft carrier, y'all, that got attacked or what, but it's a main ship. Yeah, he's got U.S. warship attacked. He's on, Okay, we're going to him. I'm going to get it up right here. Give me just a second. Y'all might hear this.
Which has been engaged with these Yemeni.
Hang on. Let me get this web thing up. Let me get my, where y'all can see this instead of just hear it. Come on, thing. All right. Not browser source. Where's my thing? Window capture. There we go. Add source. I'm going to start it from the beginning, from where he come on YouTube. If you want to go to his YouTube, it's KLW World News. That's all you got to type in. You're going to see it. Breaking news, warship attacked. It's going to say he's live. I'll put him in here at the bottom too. Please like his stream. Even if you don't go there, even if you stay here on mine, it's fine. But just go over there and at least like his stream, please. And subscribe, because he will come over with breaking news like this. And it's important when he does this. He does not do bullcrap, y'all. I'm just telling y'all. He's real smart. Y'all know how real smart people are. Like, he don't let you come over there and just tell a bunch of lies. You used to couldn't even say nothing about World War III. But now, since it's basically started, you can. But he's very much for the truth. And that's what he's about. So, now that I've gave that spiel, and I'm going to be watching chat. So, if somebody needs something or whatever, just holler in the chat and I can see it. I've got to run to pee-pee real quick, but I'll be right back. We're going to get this started because this is important. So I'm kind of glad I was streaming. All right, I'm going to start it. He's been on for I don't know how many minutes, but I'm going to start from the beginning. That's his thing, y'all, for emergencies.
What you're hearing, folks, is exactly what they heard aboard the USS Carney just a little over an hour ago. It is now reported that the USS Carney has been attacked. I repeat, the USS Carney has been attacked in the Red Sea. Now, the USS Carney was not the only vessel that was attacked. There were some civilian vessels that were hit as well. We're going to give you the information on those. One of them is more significantly hit than the other, and we're going to try to give you everything we can on that. The Ansura Yemeni has officially announced that they have attacked 2 ships in the Red Sea. Now, these are 2 commercial vessels that they are referring to. They're not talking about the Ali Burke class destroyer known as the Carney, which has been engaged with these Yemeni Houthis for well over a month now in the Black Sea. And so the 2 vessels that have been attacked, we've got them here for you. Stand by. Let me get these things up here so you guys can see them. No wonder. Pushing the wrong button. Boy, they work so much better when you push the right button. You wouldn't believe it. So let me get the ships up here. Here is the first one, and let me get you some more info on this ship here, since there is so much going on here all at one time. So these 2 ships were 35 miles west, nautical miles, off of the Yemeni's western coast. Possible attack on a naval station, Mayport, based Ali Burke class destroyer, guided missile destroyer, the USS Carney DDG-64 in the Red Sea is underway. This follows reports of an attack on a British vessel earlier today, where it says that missiles and drones had been launched from Yemen towards the USS Carney and commercial ships in the Red Sea, a Pentagon official tells Al Jazeera. So we're going to continue to monitor this and get you guys all of the information on this as quickly as we can. Again, this is unfolding as we are on the air here. We're going to see what we get. Pentagon confirms the attacks on a U.S. warship and commercial vessels transiting the Red Sea. We are aware of reports regarding attacks on the USS Carney and commercial vessels in the Red Sea, and we will provide information as it becomes available. Again, that is from the U.S. Pentagon. So happening now, U.S. Navy destroyer is under attack in the Red Sea and is believed to be attack came from Yemen. Yemen has launched multiple attacks on ships in the sea. Yemen has seen much conflict in its own country and received over $1 billion in aid from the U.S., yet these motherfuckers continue to attack us. Absolutely insane. Again, we're going to continue to cover it. Here we go. The Unity Explorer and the number 9. So this is number 9 that is on your screen right there, and this is the Unity Explorer. These are the two ships that were hit in the Black Sea, along with the attempted strike on the USS Carney. This is indeed an escalation, and look, folks, there has to come a time where our illustrious POS in the White House stops playing with himself and does something. Playing with yourself is not going to resolve the issue that we're seeing, folks. This needs to be resolved with military force, overwhelming military force, significant military force. And until that's done, we're going to continue to have problems here. So our biggest problem is our illustrious POS in the White House has no cojones. And because of his lack of cojones, these terrorist organizations are continuing to take advantage of the situation by attacking our ships, our military ships, our military bases, you know, and oh, deterrence. Deterrents aren't fucking working. Okay? They've hit us over 70 times. They've fired missiles towards the Carney close to a dozen times now. And what does our administration do? Here, let's give them $6 billion more. Please don't hurt us. Here's $6 billion. Please, please don't hurt us. Take our $6 billion. You know, and then we're being attacked again. This is, again, absolutely, positively unbelievable what our government or military is not doing to defend our forces against these types of attacks. Let me get that up there. There we go. Sorry guys, I'm moving stuff around here. This is, I was not expecting to do a breaking news of U.S. under attack. U.S. forces under attack in the Red Sea this morning. I did not have that on my agenda. So I am trying to get my feces consolidated here. Everything up and going so you guys can see it all, and we're going to continue to follow this here in real time. I can't believe there's only 755 people in here. Are you kidding me? The U.S. has been attacked to the Red Sea, and I only have 755 people in here. Share this out everywhere, folks. Share this out everywhere. Red Sea. Red Sea. Sorry, guys, I got one letter off. Red Sea. I was in a hurry. And if you bitch about my spelling because I'm a dyslexic and I've had a stroke, I will ban your ass for life. I'm not here for a spelling competition. I'm here to give you the news. The Houthis in Yemen are responsible. All right. Thank you, Ford. How can you like me 2.3K? We've only had 353 likes in here. 359 likes. Hit that thumbs up, folks. All right, not a problem, Snafu. Yep, 372, 801 in here. Folks, share this out everywhere. I don't know of anybody else that is live talking about the fact that a U.S. warship was attacked in the Red Sea and 2 other ships were hit. These are kamikaze drones, and they fired an anti-ship missile at the Carney. Wow, YouTube says that you're like number 3,200. Wow. Yes, it is strange, Ford. Absolutely strange. So hit that thumbs up. A lot going on here, folks. A whole lot going on. We've got, let's see what else we can get for you on this breaking news here. Drones and missiles were deployed from Yemen targeting the USS Carney and commercial vessels traversing the Red Sea. The USS Carney, a destroyer of the U.S. Navy Ollie Burke class, faced an assault believed to be orchestrated by Yemeni Houthis. 2 drones reportedly struck a vessel during the incident. They struck a commercial vessel, by the way. They did not strike the Carney. We are not aware of any damage to the Carney at this time. We are weak, Snafu. We are weak. Again, folks, share this out. The world needs to know what the hell's going on. That the U.S. is being attacked, and our illustrious POS in the Oval Office is doing nothing. Nothing. If our administration was doing something, they're playing with themselves, or eating ice cream, or quite possibly doing both. It's ridiculous what we are seeing, folks. Absolutely ridiculous. So the ship you see here and the ship you see here were both attacked earlier today, just about an hour or so ago. We again are going to continue to see what else we can get for you Well, what's going on in the sea? According to the towelheads, 2 Israeli ships were targeted by missiles and drones by the Bab al-Mandab Straits, where the Red Sea meets the Gulf of Aden. It says the Red Sea is completely blocked of all Israeli cargo traffic. Right. Pentagon confirms attacks on U.S. warship and commercial vessels transiting the Red Sea. According to happening now, U.S. Navy destroyer is under attack in the Red Sea and is believed that the attack came from Yemen. Yemen has been launching multiple attacks on ships in the sea. Yemen has seen much conflict in its own country and has received over $1 billion in aid from the U.S. Yet those towelhead motherfuckers continue to attack us after we gave them $1 billion. My philosophy is, if you launch from there, level it. United States warship and multiple commercial ships have come under attack in the Red Sea. We are aware of reports regarding the attack of the U.S. attack on the USS Carney and commercial vessels in the Red Sea, and will provide information as it becomes available. So, yeah, they are now confirming that a UK ship has been hit by a rocket. Official spokesman for Yemeni armed forces and Shura Yemeni says, we stopped the passage of enemy ships from the Red Sea in support of the Palestinian people. The Yemeni armed forces will resume targeting Israel with painful and devastating strikes after its barbaric aggression against the Gaza Strip. Today we are fighting a fateful battle with Israel and American enemies. The U.S. is the one that directed the war in Yemen, and it is the one that is directing the war locally in Gaza and Palestine. Saudi coalition and its proxies are those who support Israel in its barbaric aggression against Gaza. In the American or Israelis' attack in Yemen, they will commit great foolishness, and the response will be strong and painful. Yeah, keep talking shit, dude. You're about to get your face splattered all over your neighborhood. And according to Panetta, he says, I want to go further. Those who are firing missiles at our troops, and make sure that they understand that when they fire a missile, they are going to die. And that is how it needs to happen, folks. Every time these towelhead motherfuckers fire a missile at U.S. forces, the U.S. See, the problem with Biden is it's never enough. You know, when you're an idiot like Biden, and you don't do anything. You got to understand the man has no military experience, and he's suffering from dementia. You know, this is a point in time where Secretary of Defense Austin needs to stand up and go, sir, we need to make a point here. Money's not doing it. Deterrents aren't doing it. We need to slap these motherfuckers around a little bit so they get the message. But the problem is, Austin is a castrated behemoth, and our president is a worthless sack of shit who has no cojones. He doesn't have testosterone, he has estrogen. So something has to happen, and has to happen now. Again, folks, there's 1,056 of you in here. The U.S. has been attacked in the Red Sea. Share this out everywhere. I appreciate that, Stephen. So there's a picture of the Carney in the all call on the KLW World News Network. Also, if you have not joined the KLW World News Network, now is the time to do that. One of my mods will be more than nice enough to put the link to the KLW Coffee Club into the chat. You can sign up there, silver, for only $10 a month, and get access to all of our after hours programming, notifications when breaking news like this happens. It'll get you in line to be signed up on the network to become interesting. What the hell is that? Oh, I see what that is. It'll get you access to the KLW World News Network, get you notified when breaking news like this is going on. And there's a whole lot going on, folks. A whole lot going on. So if you have not joined the network, now, I repeat, now is the time. Well, I don't know if you guys are aware of Joe Biden's sexual habits, but from what we understand, anytime Joe wants to have sex, he has to lay on his back. And we inquired about that, and they said that the reason that Joe has to lay on his back is because the only thing Joe knows how to do is fuck up. So that's good old Joe. Again, folks, if you have not joined the network, now is the time. No, we don't have anything, any visualization on the ships that were hit as of yet. This just happened a little over an hour ago. So, you know, we need to get this shared out, folks. People need to be aware of what's going on in the world. I mean, we've told you and told you and told you that, you know, World War III started. And people don't want to believe us. I want to know, how many countries have to attack the United States? How many attacks have to take place globally? How many attacks on U.S. troops do we have to see? How many attacks on Israelis? How many attacks on our allies? Oh, it's definitely war, J Command. And if you look at the requirements of what makes a World War III, well, guess what? We've got two world powers, two superpowers. Russia and China are working together against the United States. Yes, it is a declaration of war, Robert, and the U.S. won't do a fucking thing about it. AMM, we already proven all of it, buddy. You don't have to check anything. Yeah, we can pop up a map of Yemen. In fact, we're going to pop up a map of where this took place. Scripps just announced the attack on our Navy. Thank you, Dakota. Well, first off, that ship is not equipped with a laser, so you're not going to be able to hit it with that. And if you fire an EMP, you're going to wipe out everything else. An EMP is omnidirectional. To be honest with you, I can't tell you if the EAMs have had an uptick. I got up this morning, walked into the studio, was going over my notifications, and bam, I got one that said that the USS Carney was under attack. And when I got that, I started doing research, confirmed that it was under attack, and then I went live. And it took me about 10 minutes to get up and going on live. So I've known about this for about 45 minutes. Up this morning, walked into the studio, is what I've got up right now. So hit that thumbs up, folks. Share us out on your social media. Yes, the Carney was able to defend itself. Yes, it's only going to get worse. These folks have declared war on us. So you need to understand that. But roger that. We are this week, and we're getting weaker by the minute. Biden and the United States are about as threatening as a wet noodle. The Carney can use missiles against the drones, or they can fire their gun against drones. In fact, the Carney has already shot down multiple drones with their gun. Yeah, it's an Aegis class destroyer. Actually, no, it's a Ollie Burke class, I believe. Oh, wow, the Biden administration removed that they were a terrorist organization. So Trump had declared the Houthis a terrorist organization, but the Biden administration dropped that shit. Just prime examples of the incompetence of the Biden administration. Pentagon says two U.S. warships and says a U.S. warship and commercial vessels are under attack in the Red Sea. What do you mean this video? I love it. I've got an announcement from the Pentagon and it won't play. What the fuck? You gotta love it, folks. Absolutely have got to love it.
Pentagon are saying that an American, according to the Pentagon are saying that an American warship and multiple commercial vessels have come under attack in the Red Sea.
ህዳር 23 ላይ ፔንታጎን የመርከቦች ላይ ጥቃት ደርሶብኛል ብሏል። በሬድ ሲ ላይ በኤርትራና በሳውዲ አረቢያ መካከል በሚገኝ ቦታ ላይ ጥቃት ደርሶብኛል ብሏል። ከፍተኛ ጉዳትም አስከትሏል ብሏል።
According to the Pentagon are saying that an American warship and multiple commercial vessels have come under attack in the Red Sea.
ህዳር 23 ላይ ፔንታጎን የመርከቦች ላይ ጥቃት ደርሶብኛል ብሏል። በሬድ ሲ ላይ በኤርትራና በሳውዲ አረቢያ መካከል በሚገኝ ቦታ ላይ ጥቃት ደርሶብኛል ብሏል። ከፍተኛ ጉዳትም አስከትሏል ብሏል።
According to the Pentagon are saying that an American warship and multiple commercial vessels have come under attack in the Red Sea.
ህዳር 23 ላይ ፔንታጎን የመርከቦች ላይ ጥቃት ደርሶብኛል ብሏል። በሬድ ሲ ላይ በኤርትራና በሳውዲ አረቢያ መካከል በሚገኝ ቦታ ላይ ጥቃት ደርሶብኛል ብሏል። ከፍተኛ ጉዳትም አስከትሏል ብሏል።
According to the Pentagon are saying that an American warship and multiple commercial vessels have come under attack in the Red Sea.
ህዳር 23 ላይ ፔንታጎን የመርከቦች ላይ ጥቃት ደርሶብኛል ብሏል። በሬድ ሲ ላይ በኤርትራና በሳውዲ አረቢያ መካከል በሚገኝ ቦታ ላይ ጥቃት ደርሶብኛል ብሏል። ከፍተኛ ጉዳትም አስከትሏል ብሏል።
According to the Pentagon are saying that an American warship and multiple commercial vessels have come under attack in
All right, folks, I'm still working here in the background. It's reported that 500, I just saw this, that ER sent this to me, over 500 gigabytes of data, including hundreds of thousands of IDF medical records, were allegedly stolen by Iranian-linked hackers during a cyber attack on the Ziv Medical Center. I haven't seen anything from the Fifth Fleet. The only notification I've seen is from the Pentagon. Yeah, there was no sound because I wasn't saying anything, Catherine. Should be sound now. Yeah, and there's going to be lots of these hacks. Yeah, lots and lots of these hacks. As you know, they can't do anything as far as fighting. You know, that's the one thing about all these towelhead motherfuckers. None of them are true warriors. You know, they run into battle. Oh, la, 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 la. It's never enough when you have a president who can't remember what happened yesterday. You know, that's the problem that we have, is we have an incontinent Iran Deputy Defense Minister, we are planning to export air defense missile systems to friendly countries. Iran is a
Okay, y'all, I am going to end the stream. Go to YouTube and type in KLW World News, or go to my Facebook, or here, I'll put it in the chat. I don't know what I'm doing, duh. I'm going to change the name of the stream. We're still going to do the reading on the pneumonia thing, and I'm still going to do the reading on the 1122, I don't know why I'm saying 1122. Idaho, we're still doing those because I've got a good bit of readings I need to push out today, because I'm behind. So I'm going to keep up with this in the background, but I'm going to go ahead and stop this stream so that way, because it's running up a lot of my stuff too, like it's making it run slow because I got him streaming, this streaming, that streaming, you know, all this stuff going on. But I would do what I'm doing and at least keep him on in the background. If you want to come back to me, I'm going to put up a thing and I'm going to pretty much go by it unless something drastic happens. I'm going to change the calendar thing so it'll come up in YouTube, or I don't know if it will on Twitch. It probably won't, but Twitch people, I will be, what time is it? 12 o'clock. I might be a little bit before 12. It'll show y'all on Twitch if I am, but by 12 o'clock, I will be back to do the pneumonia reading, and then we're going to do the Idaho reading, and then I have a couple more I got to do. So I put the Lee stream in the chat, in both chats, for YouTube and for Twitch. So y'all go there, keep up with what's going on, you know. I would try to keep up with what's going on a little bit, because I think our administration now is going to have to do something. So we're probably going to go at least somewhat to war. With Yemen not being scared at all, and I'm sure it's because they have Iran back people, but the thing is, or Iran's backing them, but have y'all seen Yemen troops? Like, they look mean and massive. So they may just not be scared, and plus they take America right now to be a wuss. So somebody will stand up to Biden in the House, or whatever it's called, where the Republicans are, and tell them that we're going to have to do something. So he probably know, like, I'm sure we're going to do something now. This is very dangerous. So I don't know what this means. We'll have to watch and see. I will do a reading on this later too. And I'm sorry that it was, you know, we just switched out of what we were doing, but I thought this was very important and it needed to be known about and all that. So I will see y'all back in just a few. I'm going to change the name of the stream because I got to fix another stream for the correct, you know, I got to transfer streams because this now has to go to the stream I'm fixing to do or the live I'm fixing to do, because this has to be completely named something else, because this now is not what it was. So I'm going to get that done. If I don't see y'all again, y'all have a good day, but hopefully there's not a couple people in, but hopefully I see y'all in just a little bit.